Writing linear equations given the slope and a point. Now there are multiple ways to do this. This is one way to do this. So I'm going to go ahead and identify everything that I have. If I take a look at the first example, I'm already given that m is equal to 6. I'm going to go ahead and identify my point as my x and my y. So one way to approach this is actually to write down the equation of the line that you are trying to get, y equals mx plus b, and plugging in everything that you know. So based off of what I've identified, my y is 3, my m is 6, my x is -7, and I don't know the b. So now my job is going to go ahead and just solve this like I would a regular equation. Let's go ahead and multiply. And then we're trying to isolate the b this time, since that is the only variable in this equation that's left over. And it looks like the b is going to be equal to 45, but the equation is what we're looking for. So I do the same thing that I would normally do. I write down the general form, and I don't want to plug in x or y this time. I want those to be my variables that are standard, so at any point in time anybody could plug in an x or a y to be able to graph this. The m that was given to me is 6, and the b that I just found is 45. So there's the equation of the line through the point that was given with the slope that was also given. Same idea with example number 2. I'm going to do the exact same thing. And then just plug stuff into the formula. Again, this is one way to do this problem. There are multiple ways to do this problem, just like anything else that we do in math. Not just one way to solve everything. Go ahead and perform the multiplication. Do the exact same thing you normally would. Now in this case, since I want to add these values together on the left-hand side, I think I'm going to go ahead and get a common denominator. So bring down my b here. I know that I can rewrite my -1 as -7 over +7, getting the denominator that I'm looking for. And if you go through the trouble of making the denominators match, keep the denominator. And then just go ahead and subtract them, because it's a -7 and a +36. I'm just going to give me a +29 over 7. I realize that it's not very pretty, but it's really not necessary that it looks very nice, just as long as you have a slope and you have the y-intercept that you just calculated. So again, writing down the equation that I have. Don't plug in y or x this time. We're trying to come up with a general equation. The m that was given to us is -3/7. And the b that we just found was that 29 over 7. So there are linear equations.